Hey! Hi guys, we are scrubbed down. Why nothing?
You're just so cute.
No makeup, frizzy hair. In the, well, let's just say these are PJs. You're in a blanket, no fake tan.
Nothing.
And we're ready to talk all things girls. Being a girl and growing up as a girl. I mean, that's the only thing I don't know how to be a boy.
No, definitely not.
Right, do you want to put out one of your questions?
Okay.
So really ill, guys, so
I didn't really give any
please
questions.
excuse the...
I mean, I think we need to talk about that, to be honest.
Right, that's getting your head down, Jess. There's your first fuck up. Did you lose your virginity?
I was 15.
You were 15?
How old were you?
Same! Was yours in a relationship?
It was in a relationship.
Same!
Not that it has to be,
No,
but...
Not that we're judging, but
No,
I am really happy with how I lost it.
Yeah, I'm happy as well.
Maybe I changed
Really?
the person. At the time you think it was a good choice.
Yeah, mine was quite a good choice.
You're not to know they're sleeping with half the village.
The village.
And your best
Sleeping
friend.
with the local tomcat.
6 years later they'll pop up in your DMs. Sorry, that's good.
I'm not very comfortable performing oral sex. Any advice?
Don't.
Yeah, don't. If
Don't
you're not
do it.
comfortable, there's no law on this.
I mean, you can enjoy yourself in many other ways. I sometimes think that an actual kiss is more fulfilling than the actual job. Not the... I mean, more fulfilling than sex. Chit shag is not as good as a good kiss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Walk away more fulfilled with one of those... one of those like really good like movie kisses than you do from like...
Sometimes they're good kisses and then they get it outing and it isn't.
I've never actually had that!
Oh, I have!
Wait,
I will
how?
say.
You've had someone that's good at kissing, not good at sex?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's quite unusual, you know?
Twice.
Wait, why
3
why were
times.
they not good at actual sex? What?
Just, they were selfish.
What
about me?
Maybe that's it.
Okay.
Maybe with kissing, it can never let you down because, well, it can, it can definitely let you down. Do you know what? Like in the last year, I've had kisses, random people, like, well, yeah, obviously I didn't know them, like at clubs and festivals, and they just stick their tongue in your mouth and start like,
100%.
What I've been getting recently is the lip bites. But they're like, I don't know what they're on. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's not cute. Like a cute thing going on. Like a lip bite's nice, but does birth control affect your sex drive? Yeah, I mean I've got it too, but you go for it.
Oh yeah, then you go
Well,
first.
I've been on 4 different types of contraception, and I can tell you that we're completely different though. Progesterone only for you. Like the injection.
Jess talks technically. Just you can say the words. We can get educated.
The injection.
Yeah.
The one you have in your arse. That works well for you and gives you a boost with your libido. But for me, the pill with estrogen.
Different types of birth control work differently because of all the scientific stuff, but they also work differently in different bodies. Like the jab, because I can get regularly checked up. So I realised that when I came off it for a little bit, that my mood, I was suddenly like, what's going on? Like my sex drive just went. It did. Not that I need to have sex all the time, but just like in everyday life. Like a hot movie.
50 Shades of Grey?
Not even that. Like you know the hot scenes. Or Or like, and you get like a bit of like excitement. I was just like, I just kept saying to Jess, I was like, it's heartbreak.
Got that with the implant and the injection. I was on my period for 6 months straight. Not fun, kids. But then now the pill.
It's about differently. I like.
Everyone's different.
Personally, my organisation is shite. So I could not remember to take the pill every day. I just don't think I'd remember it if I was going to stay at friends or whatever.
It is difficult, but I think when you're sexually active, not saying I am, just saying in general.
Alright!
No, joking guys. Please edit that out. You tend to be more organised with that when you're sexually active because you're like, shit, I don't want to get pregnant.
Yeah, but you say that. When I was in a relationship, I never worried about being pregnant. And like, I haven't had sex in a few months. And every few weeks, why are you making that face? I'm being honest. I haven't had sex in a few months. And every few weeks I'll be like, I'm pregnant. I'm definitely pregnant. Where? Mary? Joseph? I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
My question is, growing up, how do you learn to like face that some friends just go? Because I think growing up, like there's so many friends You have like girls that you fall out with, for sure.
Year 11, learnt that.
But yeah, same. That's a toxic year.
Yeah.
But you have friends that just kind of fizzle away, and it's really sad.
100%. 100%. Get started. Okay, so talking about year 11 at school. No names, obviously. I had a big group. I think you had a big group as well.
Yeah, reasonably big. I think like most girl groups are about 7-8 people, right?
I had a big group, and it made me realise that for me, big groups don't work. I need to have best friends, like scattered. I'd rather have like 3 best friends that I can trust rather than like 7 people that 4 of them I can't trust and they're all bitching about you kind of back.
Yeah,
and
and
know.
I think that's true in the sense that I've learned the happiest people that I'm now really good friends with in school didn't really like restrict themselves to a group by the end of it. They were like floaters, we had lots of friends in lots of different places, and now they're like so much happier because I love that I would call people acquaintances, friends and best friends, and I have a few people that are my best friends and like they will know it, and then there's people that when I was younger I probably would have called a best friend and then they didn't think about me in the same way.
100%.
And then it like breaks your heart when like you do something for them and they don't do the same back. Do you know what I mean?
Very good question. Does size really matter?
I've already answered this on my channel, but no.
No, it doesn't.
That's so weird that you're asking that question. And that video came out 2 years ago, a year ago on this channel. It's the equivalent of this girl talk. And I watch it back and I'm like cringing so hard. I'm like, oh, the way I talk about sex, size doesn't matter.
Just
like
what you do with it.
But like I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like I think the more sex you have, the more disappointed you can be.
Yeah.
That's
because if you have
bad.
like amazing sex, you know, like a one night stand that is absolutely awful, then you're like, oh god.
Yeah, and do you know what? This time when I did that video, sorry, I'm just turning the leg. Yeah. I was like so liberated. Yeah, sure, still liberated. But like one thing I've learned, I've been single for a lot longer than I was when I did that last video. And that actually one night stands and that kind of thing can be very isolating. And that like you've got to be in like the right emotional space. Like you can't be thinking about anybody else. Like you've got to get over a boy before you start like having fun. It makes you feel so sad.
Yeah, you start crying and just ending of, I don't know. You start crying and you're in this like ball of sadness.
Wow.
I've been there, man.
Same.
How do you know you love somebody?
Oh, how do you know you love somebody? You know, are we talking relationship? Why, like, you know?
No, just like, well, obviously not like how do you know you love your mum? Like, how do you know you're in love? You say that you have the one you think you're in love with, then you have your first love.
Do anything for them. You feel it, and it sounds really cringy, but you can like, you get your butterflies and you're like...
It doesn't sound cringy.
I don't know, you just know. I think it's so hard to explain, you just sort of know, don't you? I mean, I'd say I've had two loves, I'd say, you know, first relationship and then, you know, the one I've just got out of.
Hi boys.
Hi.
Aren't I doing so well? I bet you're looking at this like, damn, she's got so good since we broke up. Honestly, it's a bad day. Thanks.
My first love was at 15 and, you know,
no, mine wasn't.
I think comparing
Do you still think that's your first love?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we know all each other's first loves.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that you can. I know, like it's still close for both of us, but I could still look back on both people that I've loved and say I still love them. Like I still love them.
Yeah, you see them.
Yeah, I would still probably do anything for them.
Yeah, 100%.
If like, yeah. Crazy.
You know who you are, boys.
Yeah, you know who you are. What I also think is weird when I ask that to you is that you can fall in love with someone, you can be in love with somebody, and you think you're still in love with them, and then you just fall out. Isn't that so scary to fall out of love?
Because I was so young as well. We got together a month after I turned 15, so I was like still a baby.
Yeah.
And I'm the sort of person that gets bored very easily. It's a bit savage.
I think that's what happened with my last ex. I just got bored.
you still sort of love them, but it's not right, and you need to mature out of that relationship, and you've grown out of it, and now you need to spread your wings and move on.
Periods are shit.
I hate periods.
When did you start your period?
12, just about to turn 13. Yeah, I was year 8, I remember.
Oh, so was I!
Yeah, I remember.
Do you have a story? I have a story.
I have a story. So, the day before, one of the girls in my class, in our form, got everyone in a line, and all the people that had started their period were sent to one side of the classroom, and all the others were sent to the other. And there were 2 of us.
I know. The teacher did this?
No, this is one of the girls. This is during lunch in year 8.
This girl?
I know. Yeah, she's fine. Anyway, so, and I was with one other girl, and I felt awful. All these girls were having their periods, and they all had their like tampons and their pads in their bags.
Oh no, but this is just the equivalent to boys saying they've had sex.
Yeah.
Who's had sex? All the boys will go to one side of the room
Yeah.
at year 7. Yeah. I lost my virginity.
And probably half of them hadn't actually started their period, but they didn't want to. And I was honest, and then I was like, oh god, I feel so shit about it.
You start the next day?
Yeah, the next day. So I remember this. Okay, so walking up, you know, on my way to Checkers, get my bus, and I was like, something feels very odd. And I remember I went to the Checkers toilets by the bus station, and what happened? Mother Nature had blessed me with this.
Were you happy to have it?
I was like, yeah, finally. And then I was like, oh, these are actually nice.
No, it's really hurts.
Yeah.
I don't really have a story. I just, the night before I started my period, it was, our whole family was round. Maybe it was like an occasion. Maybe it was like, Cheska, it might be your birthday.
Oh,
yeah. This is weird. When I was younger, I was so embarrassed of like puberty and like growing up, which is so weird now because I'm so the opposite. My mum got me like a puberty book, and I was just like, like literally, mum, like I'm so embarrassed. These pains around the table, and now looking back, everyone in the room knew what it was, and I was going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And my mum's like looking at my auntie like this, like it's time, and I'm like, go away. And then the next day, I woke up. Voila, period. And I had to tell my mum, and I was so embarrassed. She was like, do you know how to use this? Do you want me to show you? No, it wasn't that, it was the bloody pad. I'm like, what do you think that you do with it? Like, of course you stick it in your hand. Anyway, got to school, wasn't embarrassed anymore. I got my best friend, and I was like, I need to tell you something. I took her the other end of the school, sat her down on the bench, and I was like, I've started.
And it's not even I started my period, you just go, you put them in your eye and you go,
I honestly don't have one anymore.
I get one every 3 months.
What about university or something? Because everyone's obviously gone off to it.
I leave on Sunday. That's where I'm off to.
It was so good this year because Cheska and Jess both got their results. So I got to celebrate with my besties, even though I'm going like into last year. This is something that I actually get asked a lot in the DMs, is like how you maintain a relationship while you're at uni. Firstly, why would you get in a relationship when you say, oh, but we're going to break up for uni? That's one thing I really don't get. You do you. Monty is literally rolling his eyes. But you do you. Like, if that's what you want to do, cool. But, like, try. Because for me, in first year, when I had my boyfriend, my first accommodation was so shit. And, like, I had no friends at uni. He was there. And, like, he could come and visit me. And then, when I had a nicer time at uni, the way he integrated with all my friends in halls was so nice. And it was so cool having a new friendship group. And, like, for him as well, he didn't go to university, so for him to, like, come and, like, be in socials or whatever. If you're in a toxic relationship already, my advice, try and do uni on your own. This is the best time of your life. You want to enrich every part of it. You want it to be, like, the best experience possible. And actually saying that, like, breakups are hard too. But just don't let somebody that's not at your university, that is miles away or at home, affect your first few months at university. You can block. I know, I was in a long distance relationship. You can block them out if you want to. Maybe approach that in a few months, but if you want to leave it at home, enjoy university to, like, its full extent, but don't bring the drama with you, because remember, that's people's first impressions of you. Yeah, and if you come in and you're like, oh my god, look at my boyfriend,
they're going to be like,
what? University, don't panic.
I'm a bit nervous. But
like, literally,
really,
it could be the best time of your life. And even if it isn't, you're only there for a little bit. You can always go home. You can always drop out. I don't want to be known as the dropout or something.
No.
Someone said that to me and I was like, when do people ever talk about that? People bitch and I don't know about it, but like I would never slag off somebody else for dropping out of university.
No,
why would you want to pay that money?
Exactly.
Stay.
If it doesn't work for you, I know people that have left, and you know, so what?
Yeah, it's not the only path. It's not the only option.
Yeah, so many. Like, you know people that haven't gone to uni and they're really successful. So it's just, it depends what you want to do and what career you want to do.
Shall we end it on the biggest thing you've learned since you were 13 years old?
Don't rely on others for your happiness. And quoting RuPaul. Edit this a little bit. Again, quoting RuPaul. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
That is so true.
Yeah! RuPaul, thank you for that. Yeah, just don't love anyone else.
That sometimes forgiveness is the best way to like progress. I like want to do story time on everything that went on as a teen with boys and girls. Honestly, filling your life with so much hate and hating people will make you unhappy. If you can, if someone says sorry and you can find it in yourself to say, I forgive you, it is the most empowering feeling.
Yeah, that's quite good. Well done.
Thanks. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
I can't wait to see you soon. Hopefully in sooner than it has been now.
Been a long time.
Because I finally got my mojo back.
She's back in town.
Follow Jess on social media.
I'm
Link will be below.
I'm not as active as this one here, but you know,
she's single, ready to mingle.
Here I am. I'm ready, guys.
Are you single?
She's single. Yes, I'm single.
Boys.
Ready to go.
And to the exes that watch this,
we still love you, boys.